Hi and welcome to Reseller News. Today is September 20th, 2018. My name is Rich Pasini. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off really quick and say thank you to all the new subscribers who subscribe to this channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you keep coming back for more. I got quite a few windows opened up, so let's get right to it. I'm going to bump out of here and go over here. Now, for those who are new to this channel, I do not read. If you can see over here, I got on top here, I got a lot of windows opened up here. I do not read all of these here verbatim, so I will tell you the website where I got it from, and the rest is up to you as to whether you want to pick up where I left off. The website, the following website is going to be, these following are going to be coming from ecommercebytes.com, and you could go check them out by going to www.ecommercebytes.com. So I won't be repeating it over and over again. It sounds like a broken record. Anyway, let's get started. The first story over here is uncovering a catastrophic error in eBay seller evaluations. This came out Wednesday, September 19th, 2018. And it goes on to say, a seller reached out and told us his sales had dropped precipitously and thought he knew why. eBay has been using a global region sales, a subset of the international sales, to evaluate his overall performance instead of using his total sales, and has been doing. Let's call him John Smith, and he wishes to remain anonymous. Okay. It goes on to say, if you sell online, you already know international sales are more likely to experience issues due to the added difficulty in proving delivery. The problem has its roots in change eBay made in August 2017 when it made changes to its geographic regions, including one called Global, comprised of a subset of a seller's international sales. When eBay introduced changes to the global performance standard, it didn't adjust to how it evaluated the sellers to account for the fact that the global now included with only sales from the countries excluding the US, UK, and Ireland, and Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. It goes on over here. It says, we previously confirmed this by viewing how eBay was measuring Smith's power seller level. eBay downgraded his level to bronze, but it was only basing on that evaluation on transactions in the global region, which includes Canada, Australia, Russia, Mexico, Italy, Spain, and all countries, but not the countries named in the paragraph above. I haven't noticed this in my situation, folks. For those who do sell international, maybe you might have taken a notice with this here. I don't recall having any problem like this. So if you guys have it, and there's any issues, as I say to my other videos, if you have any problems with eBay, call them up and explain, voice your concerns and issues with them. And lastly, always get a confirmation number at the end of the call. I can't say that enough. People might wonder, what's the big deal if I have a confirmation number? The reason why I asked to have, for you guys to ask for a confirmation number is because if this issue is a recurring one, you don't have to keep explaining the same story over and over again. They'll have it numbered, it'll be documented, and this way it'll be on file, and you don't have to keep repeating yourself over and over again, telling the same story. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like repeating myself over and over again. So I always ask for a confirmation number at the end of my calls when it comes to certain issues that deal or pertain to eBay. Let's move right along. I'll bump out this one here. Here is another nice juicy one. This came out September 17, 2018. eBay to implement penalty fee policy October 1st. I like always new changes coming up. I just want to ask you guys, well, you know what? I'll save it at the end of the segment. I'll talk at the end of the segment about it. eBay, it says over here, as you can see the title, eBay to implement penalty fee policy October 1st. It says eBay confirmed today that it will begin charging U.S. sellers penalty fees for what is considered excessive claims or underperformance beginning October 1st. However, eBay UK sellers caught a break early in the day. eBay UK announced it's postponing implementation for sellers in that country until next year. eBay will charge an extra 4% final value fee when sellers fall below standard. See, this is, I tell you the truth, I do love doing the reseller news, and it's for these reasons. I don't know what's going on with eBay. All I know is I'm very unhappy with the service. Like I said, I'll save it at the end, but this is why I get upset with the company, and this is why I don't know how much more of a future I'm going to be selling on eBay, because someone said at one time they should call it not eBay, Feebay, because every time you turn around, it's always a fee. It's always fees, fees, fees. How is a person supposed to make a living with this, or if you keep taking money out of the pot, But anyway, I don't want to expand too much on that, but I'm just going to read this here. It says eBay will charge an extra 4% final value fee, all right, when sellers fall below the standard. The average final value fee is 10%, so 14 is 40% increase. In eBay's reminder today, it explained that the additional fee for 4% for very high rates of an item that is described, and for the below standard performance, are not subject to maximized final value fee caps. That's all it is, fees, and will be applied to the total amount of the sale, including shipping. Final value fees discounts include the top rate seller discounts, which will not apply to the additional 4% final value fee. Well, we know where that went. It went from 20 to 10. Here's an example it provided on its policy page. Seller B sold a men's wristwatch for $9,640, including shipping. Wow, it's an expensive watch. The seller has an above standard seller performance level and a very high evaluation for the item not as described. Returns on eBay.com in jewelry watches categories, so an additional 4% final value fee applies. Final value fees calculation: 10% of $9,640 is $964 fee, capped at $750. 4% of the $9,640 equals $385. The total final value fee is $750, and $300 plus $385.60 equals $1,135.60. Readers should note that eBay's example is an increase in fees of 51%. Look, I'm not going to read any more of this because it's only going to upset me. So I will leave that up to you guys to check it out. This is going to happen October 1st. Well, I'll talk about my situation at the end of the show here, at the end of this news brief. Let's bump out of here. Etsy. Yes, good old Etsy. I got two here, I think, for Etsy, right? Yeah. Etsy penalizes listings with high shipping costs. This came out Wednesday, September 19, 2018. Etsy published a lot of news for sellers today, including a launch of a new guide on optimizing listings for Etsy search. There are some key points you won't want to miss, including how Etsy handles shipping costs in search. It's funny, I was thinking about selling on Etsy too. It says over shipping has become increasingly important. Our buyer research continues to show us that the high shipping costs of long processing times that may stop buyers from completing their purchase and keep them from coming back to Etsy. Etsy search factors shipping prices into the search ranking to make it easier for the shoppers to find listings with competitive shipping prices. Lowering your shipping prices makes your items more likely to rank higher in the search. Etsy said its top priority was to make it easy for shoppers to find and purchase something they love on Etsy. Well, I'll tell you, I don't sell on Etsy. I was thinking about it. I don't know if you guys are Etsy sellers out there. If you're not aware of this, this is why I bring the reseller news to the e-commerce for online sellers like us, like you and me, whatever, is to give you a heads up as to what's going on. That's why I said, for the new sellers or for people who do subscribe to me, and especially if you are a reseller, you might want to check out my reseller news pretty much on a daily basis. I like to try to do it on a daily basis. If I can't do it because for some unforeseen reason, I do apologize, but you will get it. If I can't do it that particular day, you will get it the next day. I try to get the information out there as soon as possible. So it's very important if you are an online reseller to check out the reseller news, for further updated information. I can't come to you. I can only bring it out there. It's up to you if you want to, check it out. You're gonna have to subscribe and hit that bell, that notification bell. But anyway, this one here again, where the site it came out on. Check it out. I got another one that deals with Etsy. This one here is Etsy penalizes listings with high shipping costs. That's one story. I'm going to bump out of that one. And here's another one. Etsy. This came out September 19th, 2018. Etsy to launch a search analytics tool for sellers. Okay. It goes on to say Etsy is readying for a search analytic tool for sellers. Along with the other resources, its launch is coming in months to support sellers. It also released today a new guide called the Ultimate Guide to Etsy Search. Okay, the guide is available on the Etsy Seller Handbook and is described as a get an inside look at how Etsy Search works and learn the strategies for optimizing your shop and listings. You might want to check into this, folks. Again, especially if you are an Etsy seller, you might want to look into this here. Check it out. Okay, you know the site, you know the story. You could pick it up from there. Okay, here's another one. This came out Tuesday, September 18, 2018. Strange pricing issue on eBay. It's one thing after another. We came across a discussion where a seller and a friend discovered that their eBay listing sold for a fraction of its list price, with the shipping price lowered too. We can't confirm it happened or why, but it prompted us to look back to a change eBay made last year to see if it could be related. This October 16th, 2017, eBay board announcement states recently eBay began adding the best offer to fixed price and auction style listings, and it is recommended that sellers adjust their auto decline thresholds to a price you are willing to accept. Then it goes over here to say here's a thread where the seller described the consequences. I'm not going to read it because we'll be here quite some time. I got some more windows I want to go over and talk, and then I want to close out the segment. You could check this out. The story you're looking for is strange pricing on eBay. Okay, you can check out a strange pricing issue on eBay. Okay, check it out. You know where to go. Let's move right along. Amazon. I think I did this the other day. It seems very familiar. This came out Wednesday, September. No, actually, did it come out September? I guess it did. Well, September 18th. It's new. And anyway, it says over here, Amazon notifies sellers it will collect Minnesota sales tax. Yes, I haven't been selling on Amazon. I was planning to sell on that platform as well. Amazon notified sellers will begin collecting sales tax for orders shipped to Minnesota beginning October 1st, 2018, which passed what's to come to be known as the Marketplace Facilitator Law in 2017. Amazon is adding Minnesota to its list of states from which it collects sales tax on third-party sales. Amazon began collecting and remitting Washington sales tax on January 1st, 2018. In April, it added Pennsylvania, and in July, it added Oklahoma. It's really funny, folks, when I think about a company like Amazon, the big 900-pound gorilla in the online reselling arena here. I live in New York, and I listened to the news this morning, and they were talking about Amazon wants to open a store. I believe it's in Manhattan or New York City, of course. I'm on the suburbs over here. I'm in Long Island, so I'm like 45. No, I'm like 45 minutes away from the city. And they want to have a cashless store where you can go in there, pick up items, and there won't be no, what do you call it there? From what I understand, there won't be no cashiers there. They're going to have employees there, of course. I thought I heard they're going to have at least 7 employees there. That would make sense because, first off, I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, however he's got to figure it out, he's got to figure it out. But I'm just saying it's going to be quite interesting. From what I understand, it's supposed to be, I don't know how many stores he's going to plan to open up. But I believe from what the news guy said, they have one slated for New York. Let's see how that goes. I don't know. I hope there can be a lot of thefts and robbery with something like that. Even though they have employees, it's going to have security at the end of it. I would hope, because to have a cashless, where you just go there and swipe a card, whatever. I don't know. That's yet to be seen. We'll see how that works out, how it all plays out. But anyway, this is what's going on with Minnesota sales tax thing here with Amazon. So at least it's giving you guys a heads up who do sell on Amazon. I didn't get any notification from them, and it's probably because I am not an Amazon seller. But anyway, let's move right along. Here we have another one. Hope for eBay sellers looking for immediate funds. Payability seller card. It says right now most eBay sellers receive payments immediately into their PayPal account, which I love. But as eBay transitions to take over payments itself, sellers will have to wait for disbursements from the marketplace just as they do now on Amazon, Etsy, Walmart, Jet.com, and Newegg, and that could lead to cash flow problems. Exactly. You see, there's an old saying I say, folks, and my motto is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, if you're a person that's very tight on money, okay, and you have a fixed budget, and let's just say for some unscrupulous reason something happens, and you're using eBay as your final source, not final source, but an additional source of income, and you're depending on that, okay. Now, when you make sales, you got to wait for eBay to release your funds. That's crazy. I don't really like that. I like the idea of PayPal, and I would hope that we keep PayPal in the mix, because, like I said, this payability thing, I get mixed reviews about it. I don't know too much about it, but we'll see how that works. We'll see how it's going to work out. Right now, as far as I see it, I don't think I'm going to like it. Only because I don't like the idea that it's going to tie up my source, my funds. I need it. I need the money to pay bills. And to be honest with you, it hasn't been too good. But we'll leave that to the end of the story, at the end of the show here, the news story here. Check it out. Tell me what you think about it, how you feel about it. I'm not crazy about it, but you guys may like it. But let's move right along. Coming to a close here, folks, by the way. Amazon launches storefront featuring items for from U.S. sellers. I did talk about this, I believe, yesterday. This came out September 17, 2018. It says Amazon launched a new storefront featuring items from U.S. sellers, which, with the public relations tactic, Amazon no doubt hopes to attract buyers who wish to support small U.S.-based sellers, while also appeasing lawmakers and politicians who have been scrutinizing the global e-commerce giant. Amazon is actually a big collection of small, the company said. What do you mean by that? I don't think it's that small. Actually, a big collection of small. It says, not coincidentally, the launch of Amazon storefronts comes as Amazon initiates a national TV advertisement campaign featuring a small business from Michigan that sells on its marketplace, Little Flower Soap Company. And then it goes on to say sellers want to know how to get their products included in a new Amazon storefront, but the collection of 1 million products from 20,000 U.S. small to medium-sized businesses is curated by the company. Amazon storefronts features 25 product categories, including back-to-school, Halloween, home, kitchen, pet supplies, and books. And Amazon also seeking to benefit from artisan sellers to sell Amazon on Amazon Handmade, the new Amazon storefront. The new price of it says over here, the new Amazon storefronts page include a section called Meet the Business Owners that features support artisans, which links a page featuring sellers who list through Amazon Handmade. Okay, let's move right along here. You guys know where to find the story. Sellers say, here it is, sellers say eBay allowed non-paying buyer to open a claim. This came out Monday, September 17, 2018. It goes on to say here they wrote to Ina on this one here. Ina Steiner, for those who don't know, she's I believe the owner of e-commerce Bytes, and she's the one who takes care of all this, and she gives really good information. This is my #1 site I use for resources and for my reseller news outside the Google alerts and other websites that do supply me with information dealing with eBay. This goes on to say, Dear Ina, had a situation with eBay this evening that other sellers should be made aware of. Had a buyer purchase an item on August 9th, and I contacted her for payment after 5 days. Got a story about her account being messed up, so agreed to give her another couple of days and then a couple more. She had good feedback, so I figured that stuff happens sometimes. Finally, I got tired of excuses and opened up a case for non-payment. Let me just move this down a little here. Today, I received an email from eBay that the buyer had opened up a case because she didn't receive the item. Seeing the item, that is, see email below. A comment on the case was, "I'm sorry, I don't have the money to pay for this item. Please understand, someone has gotten my money. I can pay for it on September 3rd. I'm truly sorry about this. My account is empty. Thank you." How can a buyer open a case if they haven't paid for an item to begin with? I called eBay and they don't understand how this happened, but we'll take care of it. I hope so, and that it does not count against me. USA retired. Okay. Well, you see, folks, this is what's going to happen as time goes on. You're going to have these type of situations popping up here, just like I got these messages popping up. It's true. Let's put it this way. I had an experience like this myself. Well, not with me, where I had a buyer said, "Listen, I can't make the payment today right now because I get paid on a Friday. I think they purchased it Thursday, and can you wait till Friday?" The guy said, "That's no problem." I said, I told the person, I said, "Don't worry about it. I understand." He goes, "I get paid on Fridays. I thought I had enough in it." I said, "No problem." But my case was cut and dry. The person gave me a heads up. Didn't open any case. I didn't open any case against them, so it was okay. You want to pay me a day later, a couple of days later? I don't care. It's okay with me, But these things happen, so you got to keep an open mind to things like that, What are you going to do? It happens, right? I like to just read one comment over here. I like to read the comments on some of these. If you go to e-commerce sites and you look at some of the stories I just displayed, go down and read the comments what people have to say. Unbelievable what these people are saying. And these are probably sellers and buyers just like us. I'm just going to read this one here because some of them could be a little, out there, if you get my drift. Seller says eBay allowed for non-paying buyers to open a case there, right? This person here writes, "I have a theory on why this is non-paying bidder was able to open a case. Another sign is that eBay is trying to eliminate to all those pesky customers, disservice worker bees. Either that or yet another example of eBay inferior computer programming, left out a comma typo and did a bit of code or some such. The smart money is on my smart money is writing eBay as workers bees, whatever. Ridding worker bees, eBay workers, whatever. Like I said again, folks, these things are going to happen. Just try to bear with it. Give the seller the benefit, the buyer, the seller, the buyer and the seller, but give the buyer the benefit of the doubt. You're going to have things like this happen. It could happen to one of us, but things do happen. I just want to, do this little quick advertisement thing at here. I'm not getting into this for to see it, but I just want to share it with you. This here came into my email, and for those who do follow me on this YouTube channel, I do like to inspire, help inspire, and share, and that's what my channel is all about. That's what the Reseller News is all about, to put out information out there that may be of help to you guys. This came to my email, and it's a Snap Smart. It's a smart cam. For those today, people, it's nice to have some kind of security, and this little device here. It's not bad. I got another window opened up, but it says over here, the best way to protect your family and catch criminals is now, portable and undetectable. It looks just like, to be honest with you, this looks just like my Apple iPhone adapter. This is what exactly it looks like. But it's got a built-in camera, I believe, right over here. Okay. And what's nice about it says over here, security camera and phone charger all in one, portable and undetectable. It says over here, it goes on to say, record video, audio, unnoticed. Snap Smart Cam will make it look like you are charging your phone when you're actually collecting important information. And the other thing I like about it, no apps, no monthly fees. And for those who know me, I am the frugal entrepreneur. I like things, if I can get things, I like the word free in some cases. Not all the time things are actually free. But in this particular case, it says no apps and no monthly fees, which is good. All right. It's going to probably sync up with your phone, no doubt. Compatible with North American and European plugs. Catch the people in the act. Find out whose hand has been in a cookie jar with the Snap Smart Cam. And it says no batteries required. Fully functional wall charger. Simple to use. Compact and discreet. It's got the 1080 high digital wear, right? Then it's got the motion detector and auto record. Automatic cycling hours of footage. A crisp and clean sound. And it says, got a little kid over there, right? Keep an eye on your kids and your pets. Keep your home safe. Don't leave the house without knowing it's being watched by a Snap Smart Cam. You might want to check into this. I got another window open over here. I'm going to open it really quick, and we're going to close this one out. And this is it. I know it looks blurry over here. It's not my computer, folks, because you can see up here, everything is nice here, you know. But it's the ultra premium security camera release test shown to outperform any competitor in the market. 1080p HD, motion, sound detect, discreet, no batteries required. Okay. And then you can go on it. It says get the smart cam now. When you click this on, it's going to take you to window. It's not that bad. I thought it was going to be a really expensive. You'll get this little notation here. Check if you qualify for special offers. Congratulations, you qualify. I think anybody will check. Checking for stock available. And you could pick this little device up here. For one, it's only one smart cam. It's for $57. I'm sure there's going to be shipping. Oh, okay. Your order qualifies for free shipping when you order today. Okay. It says you got a 50% discount has been applied. So normally, I guess it would probably go for, if it's 50%, I would think it's over $100. It's probably like around this price range right here. So, you know, I like these little windows that pop up. They always show you like actual people purchasing them. I don't know if you just seen it. It just disappeared. And then over here, they got over here, you can get lifetime protection, one-time off by placing your order. So you see another one just popped up, right? And it said just bought it from the United Kingdom, which is pretty cool. I tell you the truth, I like it myself. I might be getting one myself, to be honest with you. But they have it over for $5.70, additional $5.70. Extended warranty means you're protected and covered for life. Yeah, a lot of people be buying them from here. It keeps coming up again, as you can see, from the United States. It is a nice little hefty device. You can buy, I mean, I wouldn't want to buy all 5 of them, but people will. And if you do, I guess it's $204. The more you buy, it gets a little bit cheaper. But today, if you get it, listen, folks, just to let you know, this is a heads up, okay? I am not affiliated with them. I do not have any affiliated links. I'm not making money off of them whatsoever. That's why if you look at my head banner there on my YouTube, it says rjpasini.com, helping, inspiring, and sharing through social media. When I come across certain things that I think might be of interest to you, I will put it out there. Okay, I am not making any money in this. I don't have any affiliate links. If you want to, if the company does ask, how did you hear about us? You could just say there's a guy on the, you know, if you want to just throw a little segue out there, you could say I watch this guy Reseller News, and he put your advertisement at the end of his the Reseller News segment, whatever. If you want to do that, you want to give me like a little heads up on it, you know, a little segue. If you want to just let the person know. Again, if you don't, it doesn't matter because I'm not getting anything anyway. It's just if you just want to help me out that way, you know, just get it out there. That'd be fine. If not, that's okay too. Like I said, I'm not making any money for this. I want to share this information with you guys. I think it's a pretty cool little device, to be honest with you. You know, so you might want to check into it. That little thing keeps going back and forth over there. I guess a lot of people making purchases, unless those are spoofy ones, but I don't think so. But yeah, not bad. Okay, I'm going to close this out, and I just want to close that really quick here and make this screen bigger and move this guy right over here. Okay, I told you at the end of the show I wanted to talk to you guys really quick. You probably heard the little audible sounds over there. It's from my daughters. They're going to Florida today, and I got them on my iPad. They don't like, you know, today kids don't like talking on phones. You know that. You know, it's a funny thing. I just want to share this with you. Talk about technology and phones. On my Facebook page, they had teenagers on there, and I'm not making fun. I'm just saying it's funny. It's because my era, this is what we grew up with. They don't know how to use a rotary phone. It's true. Yeah. And it shows you, I don't know, I think it's like 3 teenagers there, and each one say, no, I know how it works, and they got the receiver down, the handset down, right? You know, of course, you know, well, people my age bracket, you would know, you pick up the handles and you dial the numbers. They didn't know how to do that, and every time they kept dialing a number, you know, you're supposed to, and they're saying, well, maybe you got to let the dial go back all the way back, and then put the next number in. You know, they didn't know. The kids didn't know, and then they showed you getting disgusted. They tried calling their mother up, and they had the rotary phone there, and they didn't know how to use it, so they just like threw the handset on the table there, and they just said like forget about it. You know what it is today. The kids are so tech savvy. They're so much into everything. Everything, folks, is with the old cell phone. Like this is my iPhone 5S. I bought it, like I said, off eBay. I love it. It does everything it needs to do. It's not the latest. It's not the latest and the greatest. But let me tell you something. This phone here, I like the way it's made. It's solid. It's got a nice feel to it. It's heavy. This is the 5S. Now the newer ones, they might be too, but this one seems a little beefy to me. I don't know if people have it. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's got a nice feel to it. It's solid. But anyway, the camera on it's fantastic. The voice on it's good. I mean, I just did a test video on it and the other day, and I love it. I love the way it works, the way it takes pictures and stuff. But getting back with the other thing, the kids today, it's funny trying to watch it there. I didn't respond to anything. I just was looking at it there, watching the video. Someone posted it up there, and it's funny. They're trying to figure out the rotary phone. How does this thing work? It's a whole different era. But it's true. Today we're very technical. We are very. The kids today. My daughters were going to school when I was going to school in elementary school. They didn't have computers. Computers didn't come out to the 80s. My daughters, when they went to elementary school, they had computer labs. You go to their class and you look in there. We used to go to parent-teacher night. You would look in their classrooms and you would see, hey, look at they got a whole on the back of in the back room there, in the back area. They have a table with all these computers there. They were learning in elementary school. That's why today the kids are so advanced, I think, anyway. A lot of kids today, they pick up things like that. You don't have to read books, some of them, okay? But that's why a lot of them go into computer science. Some kids know how to program at young ages. They know more than an adult who's been around in that area. I mean, I was in mainframe. I've been in the IT field for at least 15, 20 years back in the day. And then I eventually got into the finance area. I noticed like whenever I had any situation when it comes to certain things, I mean, the mainframe stuff I knew, and I did know computers because I did eventually later on stuff for PC repairs, technician stuff, so I got that part. But with the phones, like I wasn't too familiar with my iPhone, and my daughter's like, "Hey, turn this thing on here." And they're like, "Oh, Dad, this is how you do it." They walk me through it really brief. I mean, it doesn't take rocket science to learn to use it, but I'm just trying to say these are kids, and you ever see the books that you get with these phones when you buy them? Sometimes the phone I had when I sold my Sony phone was about that decade big. Now, that's to operate a phone, all the functions in there, okay? Today, the kids, we don't need the book. When my daughters got the updated iPhones, they didn't need to look at the manuals. They already knew how to do everything. I was like, how do you know? Well, we know. They know. But today, like I said, we live in a very high-tech tech world. Everything is through computers, iPads. I have my iPad sitting on my desk over here right now because I'm waiting to hear from my daughters. They're leaving to go to Florida for the weekend, whatever, long weekend, whatever you want to call it. And I just need to, I want to get confirmation as to, when they get there. I know it's not going to take long. It's not a long flight, but I like to keep in communication with my kids. That's just the way I am. But anyway, getting back to my situation, I was telling you at the end of the reseller news, I just want to talk a little about my situation as far as with eBay. eBay, for me, has been, I called them up the other day. I think I said in my reseller news the last time I talked about it. I don't know if it was yesterday, the day before. eBay's been dead. I mean dead. Dead is, it can't become any more deader. We're coming to the end of the week. This is the third week in September. And not one sale, not one inquiry whatsoever. Okay? View count is not even like going up on some of the things. I've been tracking it. Something I'm not even getting half of them. The views just staying just the way it is. So I called up eBay and I asked if there was any glitches going on, and I was told by the eBay rep, teammate, if you want to call them that, that's what they want to be, I think, classified as, there's nothing wrong with the system. Now, folks, with everything I just talked about in the reseller news, reading about these changes and this and that and the other thing, there's got to be something going on. There has to be. I mean, I'm not saying I went from 326. I said this in my other videos. I'm sorry if I keep repeating myself for those who are followers. And I removed 220. I had 326. I removed 226 because the eBay fees were outpacing the sales. And I told him, I said, you guys, you guys are getting your money every month. And for the sellers that are not making any sales, we're hurting over here. I was just looking at another site. A person was saying the other day, I think it was on Down Detector, that because the sales have been so slow, the person's like, I got to take money out of my savings account. And I always said that, folks, in my videos. If you have more money going out than coming in, that's a problem. And it's going to be a continued problem. And let me tell you something. This is what I'm talking about. So please listen up what I'm saying here. This is serious stuff. I'm not sitting here talking this stuff because I want to make a video or I'm trying to boost my ratings up on YouTube. But I'm being serious, folks. And I'm talking about a day. Okay, I say this many times over. If you cannot, and I repeat, and this is on a low scale. There are people that have higher goals, higher aspirations. They want to make a lot more than what I'm about to tell you. But on a low, if you can't make at least $100 a day, which is $500, would come out to equivalent to $500 a week minus all your cost of goods and all your fees and everything. So it'll be even less. But I'm just trying to use. I'm throwing that out there just to give you a little insight what's going on, how I'm looking at it. $500 a week to some people might not be a lot of money. Okay, in today's day and age, it's probably not. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm just saying, it's not. But to some people, it is. And that would rough out to $2,000 a month, which would be good if it was all $2,000 a month that you actually got. But when you're going through a situation like mine and other people, I'm reading on the blog sites and stuff like that, where you're making this on a daily basis, is not good. This is not good on a daily basis. So seriously. So now to offset my eBay bill, I will have to take money out of my savings or my reserve accounts to keep me going, to keep me, keep this thing going, this transition going. And let me tell you something, folks. I'm not saying this to be a pessimistic person, but I mean, the facts are the facts. And when you put stuff down, you're jotting stuff on paper and stuff like that. I'm talking your own financial, you're doing your own statistical abstract on yourself, and you're looking at your own finances. Those are the facts, folks. When you put down your income per debt, what's coming in and what's going out, and you see if you're coming up negative, that's going to be a problem. And let me tell you something. For eBay, that if eBay does follow me on this channel, if they do, well and good, you're more than welcome to subscribe if you like to. I know you probably would subscribe under a discreet name or whatever. That's okay. But I will say this, with your fees that you charge and keep charging to try offset your losses, indirectly, so I'm looking at it, to offset your losses, the sellers, myself, a lot of us, I think there's 26 active sellers on eBay. They may have went up or may have went down. And now with the online sales tax, I think that's going to impact eBay more, because you might get people, and the payability thing with the processing as far as like with the how you're going to make a purchase. There are a lot of people that don't like the idea, or at least I'm not crazy about eBay holding my funds. I'm not crazy about that. So there's a lot of variables in this mix here. Okay, you got the online sales tax, you got the new payment system, then you got all your other stuff that's going, and then you got the fees, and then on top of it, in between glitches, maybe they're not that noted right now, but go to downdetector.com and you will see what I'm talking about. Scroll down to the bottom and look at the stuff that says recent, posted an hour ago, 2 hours ago. People, because I think a lot of people think that you know what it is, when you go to Down Detector, when people look at resolved, they think, okay, well, there's no problem. No, go scroll down. Scroll down when you go to downdetector.com. Look for the eBay. When you go there, you're gonna get a window. It's gonna have a whole array with different companies. Scroll down to the one that says eBay. Click it on. When you get there, don't look at the resolved problems. If you want to look back at them, you want to just like backtrack, that's fine. Look at the resolved problems if you like. But scroll down and you'll see the new stuff that sellers are posting. Okay? So really, and read some of the comments that people are putting on there. Okay? Now, again, I've said this before in my other video, my videos. In regards to dealing with the customer service, the eBay teammates, I said it once before and I'll say it again. When you're calling them up, folks, and this goes for me too. I mean, I take my own advice. I heed my own advice. I wouldn't get nasty with them because for the simple reason, as I said in many of my other videos, they're just the foot soldiers. They take the brunt of it, all the aggravation and stuff like that, the frustrations from buyers and sellers. So my take is, when you do call up the eBay teammate, try to be patient with them. Voice your issues and concerns with them. Tell them what's going on, how you feel, and stuff like that. Because remember one thing, all those calls are being recorded. And from what I was told, I think the upper management, I don't know if they read all of them, record all of them, but I think there's specific ones they do will let their managers hear, or upper management. And how I noticed is because I voiced my issue and concerns, and the eBay teammate told me that, thank you, I'm going to let my manager hear what you said, the suggestions you made, and let them, and see if what we could work out or whatever. If they'll take those ideas into play. But they do, in some cases, they will. I'm not saying if 10,000 people called up and they're going to listen to 10,000 of them. I mean, you'd have to have a lot of people screening those calls. But for the most part, they will, try to help you out. I tell you the truth, I had pretty good results with PayPal when I did have issues in the past. I did have resolved issues with PayPal and eBay. They did eBay. If you're doing the right thing and you're 100% right, eBay will stand there. They will defend you in most cases. Okay, but you got to be upfront and honest with them as well. I mean, if you're doing something, for example, if you're doing a description and you not willfully innocently left something out of description, okay, and the buyer brings it to your attention, or let's say the buyer buys it from you and you didn't put that little detail in there, and they complain, and you're gonna, right away the seller, that person, they send it back to me, they're complaining, they get from me negative feedback. You can't get mad at the buyer. You got to look at your own. You got to reassess your own situation and say, hey, listen, that's my fault, and fess up to it. I do. I fess up to my own. If I made a mistake in something, I'm going to fess up to it. I'm going to say, no, I made a mistake. It's my fault. But you can't. You got to look at the whole picture. You can't just sit there and say, well, it's their fault. It's the buyer's fault. Is it really the buyer's fault, or is it something that you left out? Or in some cases, I'm not saying 100%, but some people may willfully leave something out to make a sale. And let me tell you something where that's going to go, folks. First off, if a person has an item, I have an iPad right here, okay, this iPad, okay. If this iPad has a scratch on the glass, but I cover it up with the glass, they got a glass screen protector, or something happens, let's say it's got a little chip on it, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I'm not going to put that information there. It's not imperative. The buyer don't really need to know that there. They're going to get it if they like it. They see the picture, and sometimes pictures could be, deceiving. They say every picture tells 1,000 words, right? But sometimes pictures can be deceiving, and explain. Because what's going to happen is you're not going. First of all, chances are, if you know something is wrong with the item, and you ship it out anyway, for a fact, at least I would know, the buyer is definitely going to complain. Okay, the buyer is definitely going to complain. They're going to sit back and say it's got a chip here, it's got a scratch here. You didn't put that in your description. Item is not as described, and then they'll come back to you, and then you're going to be sitting there getting all upset, hot and huffy, and you're going to probably call up the eBay teammate and start voicing your issue and concern with them, and they say, well, we looked at your listing, and the buyer claimed that it had a chip and a scratch on it. Does it have a chip? Well, yeah, it does. Well, then they're going to play in favor of the buyer, and they have all right to. And the buyer is by all means entitled to get a refund because I'm just saying, if it was willfully left out, sometimes things happen. Sometimes I'm just saying I'm not saying that people are going to definitely do that, but it could happen. Remember, there's pros and cons to everything. There's good sellers and then there's not so good sellers. All right, and to try to make a sale, it's only going to come back to haunt you. It's going to come back to bite you. Okay, so my take is, when you're doing a listing, be definitive as possible. When I do my demo videos, which I haven't done a long time ago, or my intro videos and demo videos and the sneak peek videos, where I would buy items for that day at the first store, clean them up, catalog them, put the price in it, make sure we're good, and then I would do a sneak peek video saying, folks, if they were purchased on a Thursday, they'd be out on Friday. Okay, and I would tell the people, basically the sneak peek video was to give all the potential buyers a heads up. That's what it was all about, and that's what I would do. And during that time, I would be describing it, like let's say I was going to sell the iPad. I would say, here I have an iPad, it's an older version, and it does have a little scratches around the side of it. And I always tell in the video, yes, it will be noted in the description. And I also tell people that if I forget something, if I do forget it in the video, what I tell you on the video, and I notice it later on, it will be in the description. So let's just say I did the video on that Apple iPad and it had a chip on it or had a scratch, and I didn't say it in the video. Okay, I will note it in the description to make sure that is. And I always would hold the item, not well so much when I'm doing it on the sneak peek video, but when I'm listing it, I'm writing the description, I'm looking physically at that item. And I'm checking it before I write the description. I want to make sure that I'm putting down that information on there. I want to make sure the buyer gets it. Okay, and if people don't believe me as far as how I describe things, check my feedbacks out. Check them out and look what people say. Received the item today, item just as described, whatever. Everything, it's always good positive stuff. And that's the way you want to keep it. That's the way you want your business to be like that. You want it to be positive. You want people to keep coming back for more. But, here's the but. If you're making sales, I mean, right now, I wish I could tell you more stuff. I can't because next week, that's it. September's over, folks. October 1st, and all these little changes are going to come out. And wait till the new year kicks in with the online sales tax and stuff. That's going to be interesting. And I will tell you this. I won't be surprised. I won't include myself. But I can't say for sure on my part. But I won't be surprised with everything going on. The online sales tax, the increased fees, the glitches, and so on. I wouldn't be surprised people are going to start dropping off of eBay. Or they'll stop selling it. Stop selling on it. Now, me, I only have 56 items listed. So now, if I don't make any sales, I'm going to fall below. I'll probably lose my power seller status, top rated seller status. And why? And you know what? I will tell you this. I will share this with you. If I do lose that status, I will call up eBay and I will voice my concerns and issues and telling them how unfair it is for you, eBay, to take away my top rated seller status when I can't make any sales. So how am I supposed to maintain a top-rated seller status if I ain't making sales on your platform? And then, if I'm underperforming, you want to charge me what, 4% final value fees because I'm under the below standard? I'm not a top-rated seller. Look, it went from 20% to 10%. Okay, read the spring seller update thing for 2017. Read the things that were changing for the 2018 thing. It's all a win-win for eBay. But let me tell you something. And if eBay, if you're watching and listening, be careful because it's going to come back to bite you. You're gonna have sellers driving off your platform and going elsewhere. There are other platforms out there. I'm not saying eBay is probably noted number one outside of Amazon. I think. Well, I don't know. I mean Amazon, but I read somewhere where like people still will go to Amazon. I mean to eBay as opposed to Amazon, but Amazon is up there too. I mean, I would have to honestly say they would probably be number one in my books. But I think there are people that still, when they're looking for stuff, they have this mindset to go to eBay. But that could all change. Remember, there's eBid, there's Mercari, there's Etsy, then you got Poshmark. You got so many other websites. Bonanza, although Bonanza has been that's really Deadsville. I mean. I can't even say it's a nice site. There are probably people out there doing okay with it. I think since the time I've been with Bonanza, I think I only did, 10 sales, if that. From the time I've been on there. Not like eBay where I have what's my feedback score? What is it, 11 something? It's probably more, but people don't leave, the buyers don't always leave feedbacks. It's probably a lot more than that, but with Bonanza, If I was to do Bonanza, slowly depend on the Bonanza, I'd be doing a starving act. Seriously, it's not a site that for me. I have it, cross-platform. In other words, as a mirror image of eBay. I use that like that, figuring and hoping that what don't sell on eBay will sell on Bonanza. What don't sell on Bonanza sell on eBay, vice versa. Nothing. No way. It's not working. But outside that platform, you don't hear too much about Bonanza being thrown in the mix too much, but you always hear Mercari, Etsy, Poshmark, of course, eBay and Amazon. You always hear about those. They're like the top players up there as far as sellers, online selling platforms. But anyway, folks, listen, I don't want to go on and on and on talk about this stuff here. I'm going to close out the reseller news, and I hope everybody got something out of this today. I put it out there. I like to try to do it on a daily basis. Sometimes things happen, unfortunately. I can't devote too much time all the time, which I like to. I should be devoting more time to it. And, I will put it out there. When it becomes available to me, I put it out there to you guys. And the way I do the reselling news is when it comes to depicting certain things, I get a lot of emails from different sources talking about online selling and just e-commerce in general. I cannot fit it all in here. So what I do is I go to specific sites and I will pick out things that I feel will be a beneficial help to you guys out there, the online resellers. Okay, I can't put all this stuff in the rest. This will go on for 2-3 hours. So seriously, I'm not going to do that because first off, nobody would watch it if it was that long, and even myself included. I don't know if I could watch something that long either. So I want to try to keep it as cryptic as possible. This is going to be a little longer than expected. This particular reseller news because I'm doing a little over talking over here at the end of the segment here, and I just wanted to share some stuff with you guys, but I really don't want to go too long. But anyway, if you like my video, folks, and I hope you get something out of it, I hope you can learn from it. Okay, it's going to be fresh content with the reseller news. It's going to be fresh content with my YouTube channel. I want it to be fresh, clean, good content as well. Okay, I want this to be fresh. I don't want you to hear the same things over and over again. Let's put it that way. Reseller news shouldn't be like that anyway. Okay, I'm not going to keep doing the reseller news on a daily basis, repeating the same things over and over again. Okay, depending how much news I get, what I get, I'm not going to get stuff that was what I did today, and let's say it comes out again tomorrow. I'm not going to rebroadcast it again. I'm not going to do that because that's crazy. It's crazy because people may say, "I already seen that. You already talked about that stuff, that topic," And I'm not going to keep repeating the same thing over and over again. That's not right. I mean, I would get bored myself. I wouldn't even want to watch it. Who wants to sit there watching the same thing over and over again? The news is supposed to be. I might recap something that happened, let's say a week or a month ago, and that now they're bringing it up. If they bring it up to me on the Google Alerts or like e-commerce bites, then I will rebroadcast that and say, well, this is a rebroadcast or this is an update. Well, let's put it that way. Then I will. That's the only time I'll get back on that, dwell on that topic, or expand on that particular topic or subject. But otherwise, I'm not going to keep putting the same thing out every day. And I'm not going to do that because I'm not doing that to like I said again, to just produce videos. The whole purpose of this channel is to, like I said again, put fresh, clean, good clean content out there and stuff that's going to be beneficial and helping you guys out. And it also helps me. It helps me too because I'm learning, I'm sharing, and that's the whole purpose of here, to share my information with you guys. That's why if you look at my my banner on YouTube, rjpasini.com, helping, inspiring, and sharing through social media. And that's the best way to do it. And I love doing videos, and I love to help people out. And lastly, in closing, if anybody does get anything from these videos, drop a comment, let me know. If you don't want to, that's fine. Not everybody needs to comment, but I'm just saying for those who find it helpful or you got something out of it, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine as well. But all I'm saying is, I hope you get something out of this. All right, I hope you get something out of these videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. My name is Rich Pasini. This is the Reseller News. Today is September 20th, 2018. Until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye now.